Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back again with another game unboxing. In this episode, we're taking a look at Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shadows of the Past. More specifically, this is the Works package. So, this is the Kickstarter exclusive full package from a few years ago, actually. Yeah, very cool. You know Ninja Turtles by now, I'm sure, or you probably would not be looking at this, but this game did come out a little while back. There is an actual retail version of this as well. I don't think I've shown that before, but I don't know. Anyways, this was the Kickstarter exclusive. It has everything that they included with that whole Kickstarter package here, so it's got a lot of goodies included with it that are not part of the retail package. It also includes some of the expansions that they later released at retail, but all in one nice little, well, rather large actually, package here. So it comes in a big box here, as you can see. It is designed to look like a pizza box, so that is awesome. I love pizza and games as well, so can't go wrong with that. It is by IDW Games, and it's a game by Kevin Wilson. As it says right here, 60 to 90 minute playtime, 2 to 5 players, ages 14 and up. This is the top of the box. It looks very cool. If we slide it over, we can look at the side of the box. We've got some very awesome kind of vintage Ninja Turtle comic art here. And let's see here. Let's look at the other side. More awesome Kevin Eastman artwork. Very cool. Top of the box. Again, more awesome artwork here. And then the bottom of the box. Even more cool artwork. Very nice. Let's flip it over to the back side and we can kind of look and see what we got here. So, synopsis of what all is included here. It does have 45 plastic figures, 15 action dice, 8 battle dice, 128 cards, 4 hero sheets, 9 villain sheets, 132 status tokens, 46 prop tokens, 6 double-sided map sheets, 1 rule book, 1 victory bookmark, 2 adventure comics featuring 16 battle scenarios, Kickstarter Works assets listed in the Kickstarter scenario book. That's a lot. So yes, very, very cool looking stuff here. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing unwrapped and see what all's inside of here. It does come shrink wrapped actually, so some of them come in better shape than others. And retail price on this thing, actually not retail price, it's not available retail anymore. But you can expect around the $200 mark for the big box, the Works. I think the standard retail version sold for, I don't know, it went in lots of different price ranges. The last time I looked, it was a little bit expensive because I think maybe it's no longer in print. I'm not really sure about that, but standard retail for the retail version was around $70-ish. Sometimes you can get it cheaper than that. Sometimes it costs a little bit more. But yeah, $200 for this big box set. So yeah, let's go ahead and shake the box to see if we can get it to slide out. It actually slides out fairly easily here, but it has that nice kind of satiny feel to it. It's not actual pizza cardboard. So we'll set this big box to the side and see what's going on. I will say that I opened the box up and there's like little grease stains and stuff in here. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know if that's intentional to make it look like the backside of a greasy pizza box or if that's something that's just weird about this one. But It's probably just like glue bits and such. So anyways, we'll set that box lid to the side and then just dive into this thing here. So this is not really a game review. It's more about the components, what's inside of the box, and all that. So when we get to the miniatures and things like that, we'll zoom in a bit so that you can see them clearer. But let's just go ahead and get through the contents here. We do have this envelope here that is not glued or sealed or anything, but it is kind of tucked in. So let's see what this is first. I did not back this on Kickstarter. I bought this secondhand, just so you know. So I didn't see it, I guess, when it was actually a Kickstarter. So that's why I didn't back it, or else I would have. Since then, they have actually... sorry, I'm looking inside here to see if there's anything else, but that's all that's in here. So we have lithograph artwork prints here, signed down here. So there is one of them. The second one here, I love this artwork. I've always been a big Ninja Turtle fan from the original comics. I actually got into it through the reprints of the graphic novel version of this. So they collected all the original comics into, it would be a trade paperback, but they weren't really called that. But I got into them then, and then got back into the comics of them anyway. So more artwork, and then this one here. These are very awesome here. So there's 4 of these in the set. We'll stick these back in this little container envelope-y thing. But that is very cool. I like those a lot. And I guess I'll set this over inside the box lid here and keep going. I don't know what I was saying before we started with that. So anyways, we have an exclusive comic here. This is the issue #1 limited edition. You can only get this with this cool game, the Kickstarter version. Very nice Eastman, Waltz, Duncan. They've got the slightly updated artwork from IDW there. Very nice. Lots of cool stuff here. We're just going to flip through this, not read the entire thing, but really nice artwork. Kind of a retelling of the origin stories and some other stuff going on here. And then continued some advertisements. Some more cool reading guides here from IDW. Ghostbusters reading guide. We saw the similar thing in the Ghostbusters game. Then how you can get it on the App Store, and a promo for V-Wars. Very cool here. One thing I'm curious about is this is in good condition here. It obviously didn't have any major issues, no bends that I can tell, no major problems, but thinking about maybe sending that off for grading. We'll have to see how that goes there. I don't know. I haven't actually looked to see if they've graded any of those before, but rulebook. This should be essentially the same as the retail version, but we've got that cool artwork here. We'll flip through just a little bit here to show you kind of what's going on. Component list, overview, components. Very nice thick paper stock here. And we're not going to spend a lot of time here, but it tells you how to play the game, so that's awesome. And there's the quick kind of reference guide right there on the back, so that is very cool. We'll stick this back over here also. Then up next we've got a bunch of punch boards. So this is 2 sets of them, and we'll, I guess, get into those punch boards here in a moment. But yeah, we have another set of punch boards. front and back, and we'll look at those a little bit more in detail. I think these are the same things, just 2 sets of them. So on the front you've got the bad pizza, and the back is the good pizza. Interesting idea. Next up, we actually have the adventure comics. So the first one right here is the Kickstarter bonus battles. So very cool artwork on that as well. And in here we have all the exclusive content for the Kickstarter. It gives you like this one here, Book 1, Save the Studio. Shredder is coming to kidnap Kevin Eastman. Can the heroes fight through the evil hordes to rescue him? That's a pretty cool idea though. But you can see cool artwork, how to set up the game, all the special rules, map layouts, and some more extra battles. Yeah, that is very cool. We'll not look through all of these, but I really do like the artwork in here. There's Bebop and Rocksteady. Very, very cool. Yeah. Cool. So there's the Kickstarter bonus battles. Then we've got a couple more in here. Let's see here. We've got Book 1 and 2, and then Book 3 and 4, so together. So 2 books together. And they're laid out the same way. You've got your scenarios to play through, how to do the setup, the special cards that you're needed, the bosses and things like that, the layouts. So they're all set up basically the same way. And you've got basically 2 big long adventures in each book. Very, very cool there. And Book 3 and 4, same way. If you look at the spine here, there is blue and red. And I guess purple. Well, that's purple, not blue. But that color codes on the side here show you what all's going on there. But very cool. I like that. Really cool artwork as well. So there is the 2 books, 4 books, battle books, adventure comics. Then we get into some more components here. So let's see here. So first off, we have an insert here for all these IDW games that you can get. Plus there's the retail version of the Ninja Turtle game, plus the first one, the April O'Neil Battle Pack. It's got the Back to the Future, the Godfather, and we've got some more down here, the X-Files, which I didn't know was a game either. Orphan Black, Chew, Machi Kora, Die Monsters, Cat Tower, Dragon's Gold, Radis Cardis, and even more of them on the back here. The game, Bed, Wed, Dead, Escape from 100 million BC, Little Circuses, Ray Guns and Rocket Ships, Arcane Academy, V-Wars, Awesome Kingdom, Tammany Hall, Fire and Axe, Mine All Mines, Open Sesame, String Safari, Slap Cat. Cool. I have not played all those games. And I don't have any idea how this folds up either, so it's very weird. But yeah, that's obviously not the right way. But there we can go. That's close enough. Moving on, we've got the actual round tracker here. The bookmark, I guess, is what this is. So you can track the good guys, the bad guys. Very cool. They did include a bunch of other bags to keep all the components in. So that's a nice little touch there. We've got cards here, and we'll just dive into these later and look through those, but it looks like there's the Splinter pack, the Casey pack. We've got the April O'Neil pack, I guess. So these were released as separate expansion packs, I guess, but included in this game here, so that is cool. And again, we'll try to dive into these here in a little while. Then we've got a stack of cards here for the Shredder. We've got a bunch of these character cards here. So we've got Casey Jones, Raphael, and I'm sure there's more of them in there. But so this set was also supposed to have some Eastman-inspired miniatures, so that's probably this stack, but we'll look into those in a minute as well. But there's all our character cards. And we got a big set of dice here, lots and lots of different dice. You have color-coded dice here for the turtles, so orange for Mikey, red for Raph, blue for Leo, and purple for Donatello. And then we got some standard black dice. Yeah, so there's those. Then we've got special dice for like Splinter, I'm guessing, for those. And then April and Casey, I guess, have their own dice as well. That's probably those. Lots of dice in there. We got a nice little tray case here. We'll set that to the side here to keep all that stuff in. We've got actual game boards here. So these are the playable game boards. We will, I guess, split those out in a few moments and look at those individually. But a big old stack of game boards. And I'm going to slide that underneath here, because we're out of room over here on this side. And then we have, it looks like the miniatures in here, and it is a cardboard box. I'm going to shake the box here to see if this will come out. There we go. So, last set in here. There's the empty box here. It also has those weird things on the box that look like grease stains. So, I'm guessing that was intentional and not necessarily something weird going on. So, that was probably intentional. Still a little odd. But yeah, okay. So, here are all the miniatures. A big box full of them, and it's got some little cardboardy tabby things on it here, and I don't know what's the top and the bottom, so let's just try to pull this out. I chose wisely. Alright, we got two stacks of miniatures here to look at. Again, we will zoom in and go through all these individually here. But yeah, some really cool looking miniatures. Lots of Mousers down here. The turtles. And I'm guessing these are the exclusive Eastman versions. They look like a little different. We've got bad guys. There's I can see, I guess that's Rocksteady. Some bad guys here. There's Bebop. I think that will be the Super Shredder. We've got a regular Shredder over here. More turtles. Human. Bebop, I'm pretty sure. Splinter. April. I don't know. I can't tell who that is. Those people. And that looks like Donatello. But the regular version of Donatello. So, you can kind of tell a little bit of the difference in styles that they're going for here. So, alright, so there's the first layer. And I think that's maybe Casey over there. Underneath that we have a cardboard divider, which again has that weird, it looks like glue to me, but I don't know if that's, again, intentional or not, so that's what I'm seeing though. But cardboard divider, and then our second stack of miniatures. These are all mostly Foot Clan ninja baddies and thugs, some bigger thugs, and then our regular Ninja Turtles here. So that's actually pretty cool here. But yeah, that's all the stuff that we get inside of the actual box here. So lots and lots and lots of stuff here. I guess we will switch it up and try to do a little bit deeper dive on this stuff now. We'll switch it up and look at the individual boards, the punch-out boards, the game map boards, and then we'll look at some of the cards and go through the miniatures one by one, I guess. So this might be a little bit of a long video, so yeah, stick with us here, and we'll catch you after this commercial break, I guess. So, back in a moment. Up first, we've got our punch-out components. Let's open the baggie on this thing. It's got that weird glue strip thing up at the top. Alright, so we have this set has 2 boards, and they are exactly the same on the punch outs. So one side has the bad pizzas, so you've got full pizzas, and I guess those are quarter pizzas. Then we've got some knockout symbols, the Ninja Turtle concentration things, some stop signs, and some blank spaces. On the reverse side, we've got the same thing, but we have the regular pizzas and the full pizzas, the slice of pizzas, stop signs, blank spaces, the concentrations, the knockouts. So 2 of those in that batch. And I'm not going to punch them out here for you, but we'll come back to those at some point, and I'll punch them out myself. Next up, we have the secondary sets here. This set has, again, 2 of these, and it looks like they are identical as well. They're not identical. The cars are different. If that makes much difference, I don't know, but they are different cars. Everything else looks the same on the front. Flipping it over on the back, it's the same icons. So front and back are the same on these. So yeah, so manhole covers, I don't know what those are. Trash cans, trash piles, doors, question marks, cars, the news channel 6 van, some hedges, some, I guess those are like gates, containers, those could be steps also going to the subway, I don't know, computer console, air, fire thing, I don't know. But yeah, so we got 2 sets of those as well. So yeah, that's all of our punch outs. So not as many as I was expecting. Again, they did include the little bags to put all those stuff in, so that's pretty cool. But the artwork on these punch outs is okay. Nothing extremely exciting, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. Next up, we do have dice to look at. And I don't know how best to do this, so we're just going to open up these one at a time here and take a look at them. The first set of dice is 3 dice. I guess we don't really have to open those up, but we're going to. I promised you a longer video, so it's going to be a longer video. So 3 dice here in this nice brown color, and again, I'm assuming these are the splinter ones. So we've got the yin yang symbol on one side. We've got the the turtle attacky thing on the other side. Skateboards, clash swords, throwing stars, yin yang, and so that's what we got. So it's yeah, 3 of those. Put those back in the little bag here. Move on to the next set of dice. So we have, in this pack, 3 of the white and green, 3 of the yellow, and then a whole bunch of black. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black dice. So on the yellow set, we'll start with those. We have a turtle shell, the yin yang, the sword, throwing stars, turtle shell, skateboard, the sword, etc. So it looks like that's all we got on those. The green and white, skateboards, sword, double sword, yin yang, and a throwing star. So pretty cool. I'm guessing all these are the same here. Single throwing star on all of these particular ones, so I guess that's right. For the black ones, we have this one has the an arrow bouncing off a turtle shell, an arrow bouncing off a turtle shell, 2 fire things, 1 fire thing, 1 fire thing, 2 fire things, 1 fire thing. So those should all be similar. So yeah, not too bad. So 8 of these white and black. And these things never go back in here the right way, do they? 3 of the yellow ones. And then 3 of these white with green lettering. Get in there. Alright, so there is that set. And then we have the big bag of regular dice. Let's dump these out and see what we got here. Alright, let's do the black ones first, because they're easy to separate. Then we've got blue, reds, red, purple, and then we've got orange. So Leo, Raph, Don, and Mike is what I'm assuming here. So we'll just go through, I guess, the Mikey first, because it's here. We've got skateboards, single sword, double skateboards, turtle shell, single ninja star, double skateboards, yin yang, and that's how we got that. The orange, purple for Donnie, yin yang, single sword, throwing star, turtle shell and a sword, turtle shell and a sword, and throwing star. So pretty cool. Red ones we've got more of here, so I don't know if Raph gets extra dices or what that's for, but looks like they're all the same, so we'll just go ahead and look at this one here. So double throwing stars, turtle shell, single skateboard, single sword, single throwing star, turtle shell, and I think that's pretty much the same on all of these, at least the best I can tell. And then last we've got Leo. We got the double swords, single throwing star, skateboard, yin yang, single sword, skateboard, turtle shell. So Cool. And then black, we didn't do black yet either, did we? So, the fire thing, the double fire thing, the turtle shell with the broken arrow, turtle shell with a broken arrow. Yeah, so cool. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those as well. So 8 of the black and white dice, 3 for each of the turtles except Raph, who gets 6. And that's all the dice we get. So there we go. Cool. Next up, we've got our character cards. So we do have 3 stacks of these to go through. And we'll just see what those are. They come in sealed packages as well. So we'll just take these out and look through them here. So this first stack here, we've got Casey Jones. We have Bebop. Again, you can pause it here if you want to look through that. We've got April O'Neil, and we've got Rocksteady. So the back of these, we've got the ugly pizza, and we've got the green with the interesting pizza. So it's good guys and bad guys, I guess is how you look at that. So there's the first stack. And I'll put those back in here. Next up, we have this set. So I don't know if these are the Kickstarter exclusive ones or just happen to be bundled this way. Whatever. We've got the Eastman inspired Raph. There's the Eastman Michelangelo. Eastman Donatello. We've got Splinter. We've got Ultimate Shredder. And we got Mousers. So that's interesting. Again, the backs are the same. The bad guys have the bad pizza with the red. The good guys have the green backing with the good pizza. I guess is the best way of doing it. I'm a little curious as to why they put these in these particular packages the way they did. So we got 3 of the turtles. Again, really awesome artwork on there. And then some bad guys. But why 3 of the turtles and not all 4 of them? I don't really know. So it doesn't really make sense to me unless... I don't know. I probably should have read the book. Anyway, there's that one put back in our final set. Alright, up first we have Raphael with the standard IDW artwork. Mikey with the standard IDW artwork. Leo with the IDW version. Donnie with the IDW version. We've got Shredder, Old Hob, Karaya, Alopex, Foot Clan Bruiser, Foot Clan Elite, Street Thug Brawler, Foot Clan Ninja, Street Thug Gunner. So, yes, we don't have, I think we're missing a card, is what it looks like to me, is that we did not get the Leo in the Eastman version of that, which is very, very strange, and I don't know what's going on with that, so I'll have to do some research, I guess, to find out what in the devil, why that is the way it is, or maybe I just got a bad pack. I mean, people make mistakes, so it's possible that not all of them came packaged this way. But that's a shame, because that sucks, actually. So, anyways, there's the character cards. Pretty cool. I do like the artwork on it. They're nice, large-sized cards here. Easy to read all their stuff. We've got their cost, their special feature, their stats and all that good stuff here. Their movements, attack, defense, all that stuff, and their evil 99. That's pretty cool. So yeah, that's kind of cool. Moving on. Next up, we've got cards to look at here. We do have 4 decks of cards here. Again, I don't know if there's a rhyme or reason to the way these are packaged. In my mind, these 3 here are the ones that were, these 3 are the ones that were separate expansion packs. So maybe that's the way they were supposed to be. But I don't know. We're going to find out here. So we'll flip through these real quick here. We'll start with the Master Splinter cards. And we'll flip that up here. And we'll just flip through these things. So front looks like this. And then the back has the double ninja swords here. So we'll flip through it right here. Again, pause this at any time if you want to find out exactly what these cards look like. But we're going to kind of just flip through them pretty quick here. I'm trying not to spoil much of this stuff myself. I've not played through any of these with Splinter. But there is, looks to be all of the Splinter pack. So we'll set that up here. Next we've got the Casey Jones pack, I'm guessing. Alright, there's more than just Casey in here, so this looks more like the expansion cards. Yes, so we've got this one here. Again, feel free, the front and back are the same, but feel free to pause it here if you would like to read through specifically what's going on here. Otherwise, we'll just flip through these things fairly quickly. There's the April. And we've got Leo and Don and Mikey, Raph, Kevin Eastman, Fugitoid. Awesome. So that is the second expansion pack, I guess. I don't know. 2 sets of cards. Next, these have the little bandy thing across them. So, yeah, let's get that little bandy thing pulled apart as opposed to the resealable packs here. So it's like a standard card deck, I guess. Although the pack doesn't want to open very easily. There we go. Alright. And we'll toss that to behind us. So we've got, looks like a deck of probably bad guys here. The backs of those are blue with the sewer grate. And then green for the turtles, I'm guessing. Let's flip these over now and see. Are they all? No, they're laid out a little bit differently each, but again, we'll just kind of flip through these things here. So we got April, Casey, Splinter, Woody Durkins, Angel Bridge, and we got cards for Leo. And Donnie. Raph. Mikey. Unstable terrain, grind rail, throwing objects, throw objects. And I'm not going to read through those. You can pause it if you want to. Locked doors, cameras. That's what those little things were. Blocking terrain. And we got Shredder. Karaya. Alopex. Old Hob. Foot Clan Bruiser Minion. Foot Clan Elite Minion. Foot Clan Ninja Minion. Alright, there's that stack. We'll slide those up there. And then our last deck. If I can get this one to open the right way. That one came apart the way it was supposed to. Alright, same thing. These look like mostly bad guy cards. These are all bad guy cards. So, alright, Shredder. Foot Clan Ninja. Thug Gunner. Thug Brawler. Master Shredder. Karaya. Alopex. Old Hob. Foot Clan Bruiser. Foot Clan Elite. Foot Clan Ninja. Cards are going everywhere now. Thug Gunner. Thug Brawler. Foot Clan Ninja. Thug Gunner. Thug Brawler. And then regroup. Cool. So yeah, there are all the cards we got. So hopefully that was kind of interesting to y'all. Two stacks of these regular cards, then our expansion cards. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. All right, let's look at these board maps here. Fairly thick set here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these, and they look like they're all double-sided. So first we have, I guess, part of the sewer system. This is actually fairly cool artwork here. I like the textures on it here, the grates, a nice whirlpool effect. These are mostly, it looks to be the 1x1 inch grid, so standard D&D miniatures fit just fine, so you can actually use these in other games as well. That's always a bonus here. So there's the top one, and this is 1A. Then flipping it over, it says 1B at the bottom. This is a more sewage system. Actually, it could be a dock. This is probably a dock. Nice wooden like dock here, some street stuff, a dead end thing, and some water to play in. So that's cool. That's That's pretty cool, actually. All right, so there's the first one. Next up, we've got 2B. Nice street kind of layout here. We've got, I guess, stairs going down to the subway. And yeah, it looks fairly decent here. A couple of manholes here, there, and abouts. Some turned over cones. And some potholes in the street. Flipping it over, we've got 2A. It looks like a subway system itself. So like there's the terminals that do the clunk, clunk, clunk thing. Steps going up to the street level. And then a couple of benches there. Very cool. I do like the fact that you've got like these areas that you can't use. And then like if you're on the skateboard and things like that, you can actually skate on the rails, possibly. Very cool. There's a 2A and 2B. Next up, we've got 3A. This looks like a standard office layout. Nice walkway out here, the entrance into the actual office. A nice desk set up there, some windows, and another doorway leading out somewhere else. That's pretty cool. Then we have, I don't know if this is a street level thing, and it's got like a pool there, but nice building here with some raised like AC ducts and things like that. So that's pretty interesting. Nothing real special about that one, but yeah, it is. Next we've got 4B, which looks like a standard room. Not a whole lot going on there, but yeah. 4A looks like more rooftops, so standard street level like on the sides, and then the actual rooftop, more of the like AC ducts and some other generator stuff, and this big water tower thing here. Very interesting. More sewers is 5A. Again, fairly nice here. I do like these grates. And like pipes and little chambers coming off of that. Very cool. Murkish water there. 5B, street level. We got some trees here. Some more of those fairly cool looking manhole cover things there. Some construction obviously is taken here. So this is actually a pretty cool one. I like this one. This one might be a good for like a zombie side session. Next we have 6B, which is, I don't know, what is that? Like a train track, I guess? Subway cars? Yeah. Little walkway on the side here, the actual tracks themselves. Divider, walkway, and some more stuff going on over there. 6A is more rooftops. You got a pizza shop and some other shop here. Very nice. Lots of cracks in that pavement there, so that's cool. And our last one, which isn't actually numbered here. It's a standard rooftop layout, I guess. And then flipping it over here, we've got an apartment. This is probably the one from the book that we saw that was like the one where Kevin Eastman gets taken hostage or whatever that is. So lots of little detail in all this stuff. You can see like there's a turtle figure over there. All sorts of other stuff going on here. Lots of drawing and doodling going on right there on the table. So yeah, that's actually pretty cool. So yeah, 7 of these board maps, double-sided, very nice looking. And we saved the best for last. Finally, we get to look at the actual miniatures themselves. So we got 2 trays here with many of these that are multiples. So we're not going to look at every individual miniature, but we'll look at every representation of them. So if, like, for instance, the Mausers, there's a whole bunch. We're just going to look at one Mauser. But let's go in and see what we got here. Speaking of Mausers, let's just start with them. So we do have these cool guys here, and counting, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 Mausers. Very, very nice. So we'll see if we can get in here and zoom in and do a spinneroonie on these things. So very cool looking. They definitely look like the Mousers that we're used to seeing, which is, I guess, good. I would hate for them to not look like the Mousers we were used to seeing, but nice level of detail here. Not extremely extravagant here, but it gets the point across fairly well. So yeah, we get 15 of these guys. Very nice. The bottom just has the 2016 copyright to Viacom. So yeah, cool. So we get lots of Mousers. Next up, we've got one of our Ninja Turtles. So this is the Eastman version of Raph. You can see his size there. Again, a pretty decent level of detail in these things. I mean, they are miniatures, so you can't go crazy with them, I don't think. But this does a fairly good job here. You can see it's enough in these to recognize that Eastman style. So yeah, speaking of just regular miniatures here, size comparison, we've got a standard D&D miniature here. So it's basically the same size. They're a little bit bigger actually. So I'm guessing it. So if these are like what, 28 millimeter or something for the D&D, these are probably 30 millimeter or 32 maybe. But fairly comparable in size to standard D&D characters, so you can mix these up with other games as well. But yeah, there is Raph. Next up, we've got one of these. I think these are called the Elite Foot Soldiers or Foot Clan guys. We've got multiples of those as well. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this set, and one more on the back side here. So 6 of these guys total. Again, nice detail. Their staffs are all in various stages of different bending. So I don't think it was sculpted to be bent. Looking and doing the spinny here. Some nice detail on these as well. You can see the cool face mask. Again, a lot of these details would pop out if you were to paint these guys, but a cool little cloaky thing going on there. Yeah, these are pretty cool looking. Very nice. Okay. Next up, we've got Rocksteady, which is, he's always a cool guy. So he's got a big sledgehammer there holding it up. And again, looks pretty decent here. Again, these are based off of the comic series, not like the classic cartoons or anything like that. So there's a little bit of a difference in the artistic license, I guess you could say. But still a very nice looking Rocksteady here. I do like the head sculpt. That is very cool. Yeah, nice Rocksteady. Next up, we've got one of our Shredder figures. So I'm not sure which of these is which here. We've got in total 1, 2, I guess just 2 Shredders. I'm only seeing 2. So we've got, I guess this one is probably going to be like the standard one. But a really nice design on this one. You got his claws going there. Shoulder spikes. It's kind of the classic version of Shredder here. Very nice though. I like this one quite a bit here. I guess we should do a full 360 spin for y'all. So there is Shredder, or the classic Shredder. Moving on up, we've got more turtles. So here is Michelangelo. Again, a very nice design. This is the Eastman version, so this is the exclusive version in this the Works set from Kickstarter. Very cool. He's got his nunchucks there in his forehands. Very, very nice there. Next, we've got Donatello. again, the Eastman version. Very nice detail in this one as well. His bow staff in front of him. And the little bandanas, I like those. Okay, cool. Next up we've got, looks like Bebop. So, our companion to Rocksteady here. This guy's got a chainsaw. Very nice head sculpt there. Again, not the classic look, but the IDW comic version, but still very nice looking sculpt. We've got some nice detail in his boots, and you can see the laces there, and his chain around his neck. So pretty cool. I like that, and its chainsaw looks pretty good too. Next up, we do have the other Shredder. So our Ultimate Shredder, or Super Shredder, if you will. Big Shredder. Nice big spikes, which are slightly bent a little curly, and we can heat them up and fix that a little bit there, but we'll spin them around here. Very cool. Again, those nice big shoulder things. The sculpt of the cape is just really weird to me. So they've sculpted it to like attach to his back there, which I don't understand that, but I guess that was to keep it from breaking, but just looks odd. Besides that, it's a pretty cool Shredder. He does not have any spikes on his legs, which is a little disappointing, but not too terribly bad here. It's a pretty nice interpretation of Shredder, so yeah. Next up, this would be Old Hob. Not quite as much detail in this one, so that's a little bit disappointing, but you can still get the basics of the character. Looks pretty good. If you look real close, you can see he's got his eye patch on there, so that's nice. I don't know how well that's picking up on camera, but in person you can definitely tell that, so cool. So there's Old Hob. Last turtle from the Eastman version is Leonardo. I did look back and still can't find that extra card anywhere, so I guess I just don't have that card. Spinning this one around, again, nice detail level, nice katana. It's a little bent, but it's kind of fiddly anyway there, you can kind of see. Most of these smaller weapons and things like that have that issue, so it's not exclusive to these sets. I mean, there's just so much you can do when you get down to this level of scale, so still very nice. Next we have, this is the human version of Bebop. So before he got mutated, again, very cool. I kind of like this one quite a bit. Comparing this one with the mutant version, I kind of like the human version of Bebop better. I do like his mohawk there, and again, I don't know how well this picks up on the camera, but you can see on his glasses he does have those like veins or like slashes across there, the little openings, vents or whatever they are. But that's a cool one. I like that one a bit. Next up we do have Casey Jones. Pretty cool. He's got his standard hockey stick there. You can see the bats on his back there. His standard hockey mask there. And this one's a fairly decent version of Casey. I know some of the iterations of Casey Jones have always been kind of odd sometimes, but this one is fairly close to the original, so no complaints with that one. Next up, I guess this is going to be the human version of Rocksteady. Not all that impressed with this one, but it's a fairly decent sculpt anyways. He does look just a little weird here, but yeah, I think I'm still used to the cartoon version of this, so I'll give him a little bit of leeway with that. Next up we have Alopex. I always struggle with pronouncing that name, so anyways, a cool looking sculpt here. Lots of claws and that flaring cape and the tail. Just very cool looking here. Very, very nice there. Alright, next up we have our first standard IDW turtle. This is Donatello. You can definitely see the differences in styles between the original Eastman version and the new IDW version. Personally, I think I like the Eastman version better, but I can definitely see how there's a lot of people that still haven't been exposed to that Eastman influence. So these are a good representation of them. I'm not crazy about the head sculpt on these. It looks like just a round ball. Beyond that, it looks pretty decent though. They do have a decent amount of detail like in the belts. And they've got the kind of standard gloved hand thing there going on. That's kind of the signature look for the turtles from this particular era. So yeah, not bad at all. Next we have Splinter. This one, it's a really good looking sculpt, to be honest with you. I always go back and forth between this weird kind of, I don't know, it's always looked just like a weird old man kind of sculptor version of Splinter to me. And it's always just not quite stood out. It looks like, to me, it looks like something off of Big Trouble in Little China. But that's just me. But this is a good representation of him from the comics there. It works pretty well. It's not too far of a deviation from kind of the standard one. I guess it's the mustache thing, the little Fu Manchu thing going on that's just really weird to me. But past that, it's a really good sculpt there. Very nice there. Next up, we do have April O'Neil. Not a whole lot of detail in this one. She is supposed to be wearing some sort of cybernetic glove thing. The head sculpt looks really good. Again, just can't really tell a lot about what she's wearing there. So, not terrible, but just a little lacking, but still not too bad. This one is also available as a standalone version, so yeah. Next we have, what is this, that angel girl. I don't remember her name now. But this one is pretty decent here. Nice bow and arrow there. Again, it's a little blocky on that sculpt, but still not too terrible. You can see cool cape. Is this that angel girl, or is this the other person? This is probably not Angel. This is going to be, oh shucks, I can't even think of her name right now. Shredder's daughter. Still looks pretty cool there. I do like that cool cape there, or scarf as it may be. Pretty nice. Alright, so that's all of the first tray. Let's switch it up and grab the second tray. Most of these are all multiples, so we don't have to go through all of this tray anymore, but we'll get to it to begin with. So first up, we do have our Foot Clan soldiers here. We've got multiples of those, so in total we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 of these guys. So plenty of bad guys to fight. Pretty decent sculpt here. Again, I don't know how well it picks up in person, but the head sculpt is very interesting to me. It's got just enough detail to tell that they have a face kind of under the mask, which is kind of hard to pull off here, but they actually did it pretty well here. So I like these. Nice. Next we have another Ninja Turtle here, who has a little flaky thing coming off him. This is Leonardo. Again, this is the IDW version. So this one actually looks very nice here. The head sculpt on this one is a little bit better than the one we saw on Donatello. Maybe it's the pose that kind of gives this one a little bit of an edge, because he is definitely a little bit more dynamic. That's a cool one though. I like that one. Another turtle time. We have Michelangelo. Again, I think the dynamic pose sells this one a little bit more. You can just barely tell about the nunchucks, but you can definitely tell that's what they are. The face has a little bit more detail in it. I don't know how well it picks up here, but pretty cool looking. And our last turtle is Raphael. I'm kind of digging this one here. The size look a little bit weird, but I do like that that scowl on his face there. So this one is actually pretty cool. I do like, so if you look real close at the side there, and you may not be able to without, there we go. You can see how it goes, kind of the handles on his forearm. So that's pretty nice. Alright, moving on, let's go over to this side. We've got one of these thugs, I'm just going to say. I guess this is the Brawler. We do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. This one's just kind of a basic sculpt character. Kind of a low-level thug. But still pretty decent. Not bad at all. Again, this was 2016, so give them a little bit of leeway there. Next we have, I guess this is the, I don't remember here. Anyway, it's the Foot Clan Brawler guy. So we've got 3 of these. So a big tall guy. So a little bit more detail on this guy. Looks really cool. He's got his, what is that thing, a comma? A nice little hood with the mask on there. So very nice there. We get 3 of these. Next we have the Street Thug Gunner, because he's got a gun. Very much the same character if you look at it here as this guy. Almost. Similar enough, but he does have a gun. So again, not a lot of detail, but just enough to make it halfway interesting. The paint schemes on these will definitely be what you end up trying to do something different with them to separate them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those guys as well. And I think that's it. We've already looked at the Foot Clan Elite guy. So yeah, that's actually all of their miniatures here. So that's pretty awesome. We didn't get a total count here, so let me do that real quick here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72 total miniatures in this game. That is pretty cool. I'm digging it. Some of these sculpts are better than others. I do like that we get quite a few of the enemies, so you can kind of just gang up on the turtles that way with sheer force of numbers. So like the Mauser's great for that. I do like the different versions of the turtles. They don't play different or anything like that, I don't believe, but the style of them gives you some options here. I definitely do like the Eastman sculpts better than the IDW versions, but that's just me and my personal preference. But yeah, there's all the miniatures. Very cool. Well, there you go. That is everything that is included in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shadows of the Past, The Works Kickstarter exclusive box set. So, final thoughts on the thing here. I really do like everything that's in here. There's a lot of content, a lot of miniatures. I do like the little adventure books here to give you all the scenarios and everything. As far as the overall feel of the Kickstarter exclusive version versus the retail version, you do get a few other miniatures. You get and a couple of these other bonus battles. You get the art prints, lithographs, whatever you want to call those, and that's kind of it. So I don't know. I definitely do like this version better than the retail version, but I think it's probably going to come down to price on all this stuff. The Works version is usually going for around $200 thereabouts. That's with shipping usually. The retail version, again, fluctuates up and down, but it's usually around $75 or so, maybe closer to $100. It's getting harder to find. So the extra $100 on top of it to get a few more miniatures and a couple of other game tokens, not tokens, but modules, these adventure battles, may not be worthwhile. But that said, I'm really happy with this. I do like it a lot. I like the whole Eastman flair that it gives off. So yeah, I'm really happy with the one I got. I am a little disappointed that I do not have for whatever reason, the character cards for Leonardo is not included in my set. Things happen. There was either a misprint or a miscount or whatever. It's not that big a deal. I can use the other card. So I'm not too terribly upset, but you would think that they would take a little extra time and make sure that everything is in there. But if I'm only missing one single player card, that's not the end of the world. I'll probably be able to pick it up somewhere down the road, but be wary of that, I guess, if you're looking to buy a secondhand used or something like that. I don't know if that was a common issue that happened or not, or if I'm just the unlucky person that just got the one out of whatever that they did not include that card for. So yeah, take it for what it is. Let's see, what else? So there's actually 3 versions of this particular Shadows of the Past game. The Works, which is what we just looked at today. There is also the retail version that I've been talking about. And then there is a Kickstarter exclusive boxed version of the retail set, which is basically the retail version in a different box. So, and I don't know what that one goes for or anything like that. But yeah, the pizza box one is the Works. So that's the one I guess I recommend, try to get it maybe at a cheaper price than that. But if you're looking for a sealed product, you're probably fine with just going for the standard Shadows of the Past retail version. You would have to pick up the 3 expansion packs, which is the Splinter, Casey Jones, and April O'Neil packs. And those things usually run about $15 a piece, 20 maybe. So there's 3 of those. So I guess that would be another $60. So you're still looking at the $150 range or less. So that's probably the way to go. But now you know. Here's the works version. This was 2016 when this came out. They did another Ninja Turtles board game in 2020. When was that? I don't remember when that one actually came out. But City Fall, and I don't remember. I think it's mostly just considered City Fall. But I did back that one on Kickstarter, so I have that one to get around to actually unboxing at some point, and we'll do that. So be on the lookout for that in future episodes. Maybe you'll see that fairly soon rather than later. But yeah, I'll get to it when I can get to it. But this one's not bad. Lots of miniatures. It's classic Ninja Turtle adventures. So I'm really digging that. So yeah, that's going to do it for me. So that is all the time we have for today. So I appreciate you watching. If you've stuck around this far, thank you for sticking around, I guess. So thanks for stopping by, spending a little time with us. Drop some comments down below. Let me know what you think of this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shadows of the Past board game. This is specifically the Works Edition. So if you have any questions, feel free to drop those down there below. If you've played through this, if you've got recommendations for, is this one better than the retail version? If you've got comments on the alternate box art for the Kickstarter version, let me know that as well. Yeah. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Be on the lookout for more awesome videos coming down the pipeline. Give us a thumbs up, a thumb sideways. That probably don't work, but whatever. Thanks for coming by, and we'll catch you next time. Or, I guess, until next time, game on!